Hey everybody, it's Brooke and this is my very first YouTube video, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure why it took me this long to get started, but life's a little crazy right now. So if you're watching, thank you so much. I guess we'll just get started. Probably the most asked question I get right now is the peel base. We all know I love peel base. I like changing my manis pretty often, and so soaking was becoming a huge problem. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to acetone, and the E-file was killing my nail beds, so I had to figure something else out. So this is what I use. It's UNT's Ready for Takeoff, and this is the peel base I use. This is the peel base I love. I tried another brand's peel base before this one, and I could not get it to work for me. It seems like peel base is different for everyone, so you kind of have to find what works for you. So I'm basically just going to show you guys what works for me. Is this super weird with my hands just here? Like, hi. Look, naked. I don't see naked nails that much. And I'm using the peel base to try and help these babies. You can tell they're kind of rough. They look better than they did, but removal was killing them. So hopefully this helps you guys. Anyway, I want to show you the other products I use to remove the peel base, because not only do I want to show you application and how I put it on so that it doesn't lift, but I want to show you how to remove it too. So this little guy, toothpick, comes in super handy. You need one of these. I keep a couple with me just in case they happen to break or splinter or something, so definitely get some toothpicks. I use a cuticle nipper just in case I have a really stubborn nail where the peel base doesn't want to come off. I'll use this to kind of loosen the edge if I need to, but this is like my last resort. And then a nail file. Get one that has a pretty good grit. So this one's 100, 180. So one side's a little less grittier than the other, and they both come in handy. I like to use the less gritty side to go around my cuticle edge. That way I don't tear them up, but I'll use the 180 side to get the rest of the edges, and then it helps really loosen the dip up. All right, let's get started. So to start, we're gonna take our nail file and we're gonna file all the edges of the nail. So when I say all the edges, you're gonna file the sides, and you're gonna get the tip. Get this edge over here, and you're gonna get the cuticle edge. The reason we're doing this is we're trying to loosen the dip, the peel base from the nail. Because basically when you apply the peel base and then the dip is gonna adhere to your peel base and it's not gonna adhere to your nail. Now when I do mine, I don't do any peel base around the very edges of my nail. That way I don't have any lifting, because if I let it touch any edge, it'll lift the next day. And so if you want your dip to last a while, which most of us do, you don't want it to touch the edges of your nail. And so that's why you need to loosen it first. So I don't know if that's enough. I might have to go in a little bit more, but what you'll do after that is take an edge that looks like it's kind of lifting, and it's gonna be kind of hard to see on here, but you can see right here, it's lifting. And so you're gonna stick your toothpick under, and you're just kind of move it around. Be really gentle. Look, you can see how much it's lifting already. Look at this. Whoop. Be careful, don't just yank it off. If you do that, if it's really stuck to another edge of this nail, I could really hurt it, which I've done before, just, you know, trying to figure this out myself. So kind of go around this edge then. We'll do the same thing. This baby's about to pop off. Whoop, there it goes. See how easy that was? Now, they're not all that easy. This one just happened to be super easy. So now we just move on to the next nail. So now we'll file the edge of this guy. It's kind of satisfying to watch too. Watch him just kind of pop off in one little nail. Ooh, that one's already lifting at the cuticle edge a lot. So again, take your toothpick, kind of go under just a little. Don't get too aggressive. See how it's kind of stuck right there? Oh, there it goes. There's number 2, and you can see it's not hurting my nails. So we'll do the same thing to this guy. It probably takes me only 10 minutes to remove my dip, which is awesome. It was taking me a long time, especially when I figured out I couldn't use acetone anymore. I started using an e-file, and man, that takes a while. And it really tore my nail beds up. Like, I really tried hard not to touch my nail beds, but it's not easy to do. So you can tell this one's not as easy. So you gotta go back in there. Sorry, this is probably hard to watch. It's not a good camera angle for this necessarily. Oh, okay, you can see it's lifting now. So there we get this side. Oh. There it goes. There's another one. Oh, this guy was ready to come off. Look at that. Let's see how this thumb's doing. Yeah, this guy's gonna come off fairly easy too, I think. Oh. There we go. Look how quick that was. So, on to the next. All right, time for the UNT. So, again, UNT, Ready for Takeoff, peelable base coat. That's what you want if you want to try this peel-based method. So again, like I said earlier, you just want to put it on your nail without touching any edges. So don't touch the tip of your nail, don't touch the sides of your nail or this cuticle edge. If I do that personally, it'll start to lift the next day. And if I'm not careful, like let's say I'm trying to rush, or if I'm doing a mani at night, I tend to be kind of lazy with my peel base. And if I do that, I can always tell the next day they start lifting. So just be careful. If you get any on your cuticle edge or your sides or the tip of your nail, you can use your finger to wipe it off. You could get a napkin, you could use your toothpick, just try and wipe it off. It's gonna dry pretty fast. Here, let me kind of show you what I decide to do here. So you just kind of paint it on like regular nail polish. And I try and get as much as my nail as I can. I just don't let it touch the edges. So you can see, just kind of looks like a clear coat of nail polish. And then what you're gonna do is let it dry completely. So if you don't let it dry completely, the dip's not gonna stick very well to it. It's not gonna work like you want it to. It maybe takes 5 to 10 minutes for it to dry. So not super long, just kind of like nail polish, honestly. And then when it dries, your nail just kind of looks sort of glossy, but it doesn't look as matte as this nail does. So you'll be able to tell when it dries, and you can touch it. It won't be sticky anymore. And then after that, you would just dip like normal. You don't have to do anything special at this point. You would just dip like you normally would. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Like, peel base is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. And as long as you can figure out what works for your nail, it can be really great. The other question that I get a lot is, how long does peel base last? And the problem I have with answering that is, I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I do new manis about every 4 days. So I can't speak to longevity very well. I can speak to what works for me, and within 5 days, I can get them to last 5 days, but it's because I don't try to make them last longer than that. So again, you'd have to play around with it. If you're the kind of person that likes your manis to last a few weeks, you probably just want to try it and see what works for you. Maybe put a little bit less. Peel base, you could always do a strip. I'll show you on this nail. I've heard of some people doing just kind of like a line. And you can just do that and see if that gets it to last a little bit longer, especially if your manis lift anyway within a few days. Just do that little strip and see if that works. So if you want them to last longer, maybe try that. anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will try to do videos more often, hopefully weekly, maybe more than that. And if you can let me know the kind of videos you guys would like to see. A lot of people that follow me on Instagram already gave me some great ideas. I have them all written down on a list of some videos I'm going to make. But if there's anything you specifically want to see, let me know in the comments on this video, and I will definitely add it to my list. I look like I'm just like flipping you guys off there. Like, what was I doing? Anyway, thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you guys later.